And for my birthday, part of my celebration was buying a $100,000 watch. So you can see the historical price chart of the Audemars Piguet watches over the last 3 to 4 years. Before I get started in this video, I know I might talk a little weird. I just got some brand new teeth. Bling, veneers, hi. I just got some brand new teeth, so a few of my words are gonna be sounding a little funny. Just act like you do not hear it. My birthday just passed. October 9th was my 25th birthday. And for my birthday, part of my celebration was buying a $100,000 watch. So I'm gonna be explaining to you guys exactly why I made this purchase. For everybody that's confused, everybody that's been on my vlog channel, my Instagram, asking me why would you do something so stupid, I'm going to explain it to you step by step so that you understand exactly how these financial and how this other entrepreneurial life works, okay? So make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I have relocated. I do live in Miami now. So with that being said, I'm 100% ready to go as far as these videos on this channel. So make sure you are staying tuned to this channel for at least 4 days a week. I'm going to be posting new videos on this channel that are going to help you learn how to get rich. So for my birthday, I wanted to make a big purchase, something that I've been wanting to make for a long time. And this was like kind of like the perfect opportunity. I had just moved to Miami. I had just did a few other things. I started getting my veneers processed. So I was feeling myself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of money was coming in. I was feeling myself heavy at the time. And I wanted somewhere smart, kind of calculated place to put my money. And that was pretty much the overall reasoning behind even being interested in the watch. On top of that, I've been interested in watches for the longest. Richard Milles, Patek's. I'm talking about Richard Milles before all these people knew what they were. Like, I've been on Richard Milles, I've been on Patek's, I've been on AP's. I've been on Cartier, I've been on Rolex, I've been on Jacob & Co. I've been on these watches for so long, like literally since I literally had $10 in my account looking up the same watch that I have on my wrist, right? Which is the Rose Gold AP, as you guys can see. Shout out to Timepiece Trading for selling me this amount. Now, the number one reason I decided to go ahead and buy this watch, which is, like again I said, a Rose Gold Royal Oak AP, with the chocolate face. I'm gonna put a close-up of it, but it has the chocolate face on there. The main reason I bought this and the main reason I made the decision was because it's a place to hold my money, right? So a lot of people might buy a car for the birthday. They might go splurging on clothes, or they might buy some things, or a lot of shoes or something like that, take a girl out, whatever. Something that they kind of spend their money on and it's cool, but if they were to ever want to, you can't sell a trip back. Right? If you go on a trip, you can't get your money back for that because you can't get a trip back. Your shoes, you're gonna wear the shoes, and then they're not gonna be worth nowhere near close to what you paid for them, right? With the watch, it was somewhere where I can put my money, and it was gonna hold its value, right? So if I put the $100,000 into this watch, I can at least tomorrow, get $90,000 from it, right? At the very least, right? So that was kind of my whole thinking behind it, and that's been my whole thinking since I even got introduced to the watch game. What a better place. And of course it's plain Jane, as you can see, no diamonds. And even if I were to put diamonds, it would be factory set diamonds, which completely changes the conversation. If you're a watch guru, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I feel like putting $100,000 on this was better than wasting it on clothes, better than wasting it on a car. It's gonna depreciate, liabilities that depreciate in value. I didn't want to make a big purchase of $100,000 for something like that, right? I wanted to buy something that I can hold my value, and I know at the very least I can at least get most of what I've just paid for this item. The second reason is kind of piggybacks off the first reason, is it increases in value. So as you're looking on the screen right now, you see a chart, the same chart I'm looking at. So you can see the historical price chart of the Audemars Piguet watches over the last 3 to 4 years. 2019, the average price was $86,000, which was a 4% increase from the year before. 2020, the average price was $96,000, which was a 10.73% increase from the year before. 2021, average price jumped all the way to $160,000, which was a 40% increase. And in 2022, the average price was $220,000, which was another almost 40% increase, right? So this is something that I can give to my children, right? If I get a rainy day in 5 years, I can sell this watch and use that for investments to get right back to the place that I'm at right now, right back to the millions, right? So it was smart to me, right? It's a lot less complicated than real estate and contracts and getting a renter and all the other stuff. It's a lot less complicated than that. So it is, in a way, it's an investment. I don't qualify it as an investment just because I didn't spend the money to make the money, right? I didn't buy the watch to sell the watch. I bought the watch to wear the watch. You get what I'm saying? So it's not something like, oh, I spent $20,000 on this business, but the business is gonna make me $5,000 a month, right? This watch is not gonna bring in any cash flow. It's not gonna make me actively, consistently any money. But what it is gonna do is increase overvalue in itself. So in 5 years, like I said, I will be able to sell this for maybe even double, right? The watch market goes up and down crazy, just like the stock market, right? So who knows, next week, somebody can call me and offer me $250,000 for something I just spent $100,000 on. So you have to think about it like that, which also influenced me to go ahead and make the decision on buying this watch. The third reason is because I am tired of real estate. Like, real estate is a thing where a lot of people, especially when you're coming up, you think real estate is just some easy way to make money. Oh, your money's on autopilot, you buy the stuff, you rent it out, you do this. It's a lot more complicated than that. Like, getting renters don't have to pay rent for 6 months before they even get kicked out. So now you're not making no money for 6 months. Then you gotta worry about fixing the rental property when you actually do get it back. It's just a lot of stuff that goes into it. Even though there are ways to increase deposits and a lot of other stuff like that, then you have to, when they do leave, you gotta worry about bringing somebody in to rent again. You still gotta market. It's like, god damn. Then you spent $100,000, which will only be in a real estate situation. That'll be about 20% of what the property is worth. So $100,000 is about $500,000 property, right? So you got a $500,000 property that you maybe if you're lucky and you're in a right situation, maybe you make $1,000, $2,000 a month profit. Is it really worth it when I just said APs are going up at least 10% a year? At least 10% a year. I know this is like buying a stock. I know at least I'm going to get 10% more for this watch next year than I will this year, right? Because that's just how the market is going, right? It's not guaranteed, but I'm just tired of real estate. I'm tired of putting money in shit and not getting the profit back. I'm tired of putting money and trying to find renters and then this problem and then the pipe bust. And then you got to go back over here. It's like a huge headache for me. And I have a completely different way for me doing it, but like I said, I wanted to buy something that I could keep value in, something that wasn't a jet or a new car or a big TV for the wall, like something that was just made sense that I can spend $100,000 on. Next reason is for write-offs, right? So this is like the best reason. This is literally the best reason. So this is actually a write-off on taxes for a few reasons, right? The first reason is because I'm a content creator, I'm a YouTuber. So I can write this off as an advertisement, as a promotion, something that I needed to use as a business expense for my business, right? So this watch is going to do a lot of things for me, which we're also going to get more into in the video. But it's an easy tax write-off. So that's $100,000 less that I have to worry about paying for, that I earned, that I have to worry about paying for taxes on, right? So the $100,000 is written off, you know what I'm saying? It will be written off, and this watch will pretty much take care of itself, right? So $100,000 less than I have to pay taxes on. It was either buy a watch, increase in value, or pay taxes on that same $100,000 and bring your money down, right? So now I will still have to pay taxes on this watch if I decide to sell it, right? So in 2 years, 3 years, if I decide to sell this watch, I will have to then pay taxes on the money that I make, right? Unless I take that money and use it for another business expense. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a way to, it's the end of the year, you know, October, the third quarter. So a lot of money is going to get spent in these last 3 months for a lot of people who are in the upper echelon of the tax bracket, and they're going to use that as tax write-off so they don't have to pay the government. They don't have to give the government free money, right? I just go buy a watch. I'm giving it to you. The next reason I bought this $100,000 watch is because it is still gold at the end of the day, right? So I didn't go buy a $100,000 art piece that's really only worth $5 if you break the material down. No, I really bought a huge, heavy piece of real gold. Now this is rose gold, right? But if I was to ever sell it, let's say, God forbid, especially since I got one, God forbid, but let's say AP just falls off the face of the earth, right? Nobody cares about AP no more. We find out they've been lying about their product, something crazy, right? And APs are no longer worth anything. I can still go get a certain amount that I'm not gonna share on here. But I can still go get a certain amount if I take this watch, break it down, and just sell it as gold. And it's rose gold, so there's gold and copper in this watch, right? So I can separate those two metals, sell it for gold, sell it for copper, and still make a good chunk of my money that I spent on this watch, right? So at the end of the day, it's still gold, regardless of if the APs went up or down. The gold prices are going up every single year, and I got gold on my wrist with no diamonds, no drills, no holes inside of the watch. So my price is increasing, and at the end of the day, I have a commodity on my wrist that I can walk around with, I can sell, I can get money back for them, not only on the watch market, but on the gold market, right? So if the world went to shit right now, nobody cares about Rolex, Mercedes, APs, Pateks, nobody cares about brand names, I can still break this watch down and sell it for the gold, which is always a good thing. Now the last reason, and honestly, this is honestly probably the most effective reason that I listed in this video, is because it's a conversation starter and a very, very easy networking opportunity, right? So not only do they have, that I've been learning about, not only do they have AP only events, right? That you have to have an original AP with the AP card, right? You have to have the AP authentication card. You have to have these things to get in certain buildings and certain networks and certain parties and certain events, right? So this $100,000 watch gets me around the people that can help me make $100 million, right? Not only that, when I wear this watch, it's an expensive watch, right? So you're not gonna see me wear this every day, right? You'll see me wear a Rolex every day far before you see me wear this every day, right? But if I'm going on a plane, I'm going on a first class flight, I'm gonna wear this watch. Why? Because when I sit down and that millionaire computer programmer who's next to me says, oh man, Royal Oak, I got one too. Oh really? Where'd you get yours from? Oh man, yeah. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I do YouTube, I do this. Oh, maybe I can help. It's a great conversation starter. I might be going to shop at Chanel, right? I know rich people shop at Chanel. I might go to Chanel at 11 o'clock as soon as they open up. Why? Because I know rich people get stuff done early. So I might put this watch on, go on Chanel, spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes, and by the time I leave Chanel, I run into the CEO of some building or the owner of some skyscraper in Miami, right? Now we're talking, now we're getting information. He sees I'm 25 years old with 100,000. He knows what this is. He knows how much this costs, right? And it was proven just coming back home. And the day I bought this watch, well, I bought it, 2 days later I went and picked it up. When I picked it up, I had the box. My homie had the box in his hand and I had the watch on. He said, what, you got an AP in there or what? I never in my life got any type of compliment or conversation starter like that off of a Rolex, right? A few people have said, oh, really nice watch, beautiful watch, things like that if I'm in the right environment. But just casually walking around on like an hour after I bought it, I literally drove home. I drove 30 minutes home, right? And I'm going into the elevator. Obviously, I live in a luxury building, but I'm coming into the elevator and a dude, he looks at me, he says, man, that's a big boy watch, man. Congratulations, man. How old are you? Oh, cool. So now when I see him again, hey, man, what do you do? These things, let me tell you something. I've made more money off who I know than I have made off of what I know. And it's a lot easier to make the money. Even if, maybe I haven't. Maybe I made more money off of what I know. But it's a lot easier to make money off of who you know. And this is a very good way to know people, right? So now when I go around these places, not only that, I go around these places, I go back to the same jeweler, right? This jeweler, they service Drake, Lil Yachty, Jay-Z, Kai Cenat. They service huge, 6ix9ine. They service huge names that come through Miami every day, all day, right? So now I have the opportunity to call, hey man, you got a bracelet? I need to come in and get a bracelet. Oh shit, little baby, what's up, bro? Hey nigga, I done seen you on YouTube. You never know what happens, right? You would never know what happens, but this watch has power in it, right? It's power going to car meets where it's nothing but Lamborghini owners and they look and see you're the youngest guy here, but you got an AP on your watch just like him. He's 55 years old. I'm 25, half his age, but I have a $100,000 watch on my wrist. That opens up doors that would never have been open with a $25,000, $30,000 Rolex, right? So you have to think bigger on top of that. So let's put it all together. I spent money on something that's almost guaranteed to increase in value. I own a high commodity in gold, which will always be the best form of currency in the world, right? The uses, I want you to go to Google and type in the uses for gold in the world today, and just see what I'm talking about, right? So that's 3 things. I have an easy door that opened up just before what I put on my wrist. A door opened up for me to network with people that can help me make billions of dollars. And I get to write it off on taxes. There's no losing when you do something like that, right? Now, obviously, if I go buy another richer meal and I just spend all my money on watches, that would be stupid, right? But $100,000 when you've been making 6 figures a month for almost 2 years straight is nothing, right? It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. Now, it's better to have stocks first, crypto, businesses, YouTube channels. All these things are important to set up first before you go buy a $100,000 watch. Make sure you have properties. Make sure you have stocks. Make sure you have way more in your savings account than you do on your wrist. Always make sure of that. But do not think that Mula, do not think for 1 second that I don't have at least 10 times what I have on my wrist in my bank account. Don't think that I don't have at least 10 times money coming in that I spent in a month, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and again, it's not even like I spent it. I just gave them the cash and they gave me the watch. The money is still there. It's just in the watch. It's no longer in my pocket, no longer in my bank account. It's just right there on my wrist. That's all, right? And so when you think about it like that, this is why you're going to see a lot of not even YouTubers and stuff like that. You're going to see just richer people. They're going to buy things like this, right? Because it's a high commodity. It's something that I can buy. A boat, okay? I bought a boat, but now I got to pay for the boat to stay here every day. I got to put gas in the boat. I got to upkeep the boat. I don't got to do nothing any of that with this watch. Real estate, I got to upkeep the real estate, upkeep this, upkeep that. I don't have to do none of that with this watch, right? And yeah, it hasn't really hit my bank account or my pockets, but I had this watch maybe 2 weeks. I guarantee you I've made at least a few $100s off the watch. I can go sell this watch for a few $100s more just in a week, 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying? So that is the reason why I went and I spent $100,000 on a watch. If you guys want to get to the position like me and you want to have the funds and be able to afford casually a $100,000 watch, and I bought a diamond bracelet just because I was sitting there. And get a $50,000 bracelet, Cartier, whatever. Come on. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to get to the point where you can do stuff like that, make sure you sign up for the Mula membership, and I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to get rich. Not half-ass way, not the fast way, not the quick way, get rich quick and go broke quicker. No, I want to show you how to actually build wealth from a young age to an old age. No matter how old you are, I'm going to show you step by step the secrets that nobody else is telling you. I'm going to teach you step by step in video format. I'm also going to give you access to my group chat, where I'm going to give you literally access to DM me, ask me, get walkthrough, anything that you need entrepreneurially, YouTube, social media, business, help me get products, help me figure out my marketing, where should I get everything. I help people with everything for just $75 a month. You can't beat that, okay? And if you guys want to see me actually go buy the watch, I got a little Cartier bracelet on right now too, you know what I'm saying? But if you guys want to see me actually go buy the watch and the bracelet, you want to see the full vlog, what I got for my birthday, for my girl, all that, if you guys want to see that, please go to Mula Vlogs. It's where I post all of my lifestyle content, everything that you guys probably be really interested in seeing, and I think you guys will enjoy it. Thank you so much, and please hit that subscribe button, because like I said, 4 times a week I'm going to be showing you a new lesson on how to get rich. It's your boy Mako, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.